I'm back and I'm a little heated right now. I ain't gonna lie. I somehow missed because I'm trying to make a Pokemon tier list, Ash's best Pokemon, or just in general, just ranking Ash's Pokemon that he's had over the years, and I somehow missed, I think, three Pokemon of his. One, I think, two of them were that they just didn't upload for some reason into the tier list maker, and I never realized until I started making the video. And the other one was I just completely did not even know this Pokemon existed until for some fucking reason, and I totally missed it somehow when I was researching for this tier list. Surprisingly, I do a little research, but I believe I have all of his Pokemon. These aren't Pokemon that he had temporarily, or Pokemon that he kind of used as like a legendary Pokemon that he used to fight a legendary battle, kind of like Solgaleo from Sun and Moon, or something like, when he commanded that Lucario from the Lucario and Mew movie. And I also added Pokemon that he used to battle in, like, for example, in his tournament. Now, while he didn't really technically own them, but he still used it. So this would allow, for example, a Gudra to be added into the list, and I can't say this fucking Pokemon's name. Nagin. I wanna kill myself. Naganadal, and I don't know if I'm saying it correctly or even if that's the correct way to say the Pokemon's name, but that's besides the point. And so I had to just redo the video, scrap it, redo it, and I'm going again, boys. We're gonna get this done, but we'll start again, and this time we're gonna start wherever I want to. We'll start with Bulbasaur. Now, Bulbasaur original, but let me preface this with you. I was a Diamond and Pearl guy, because that's where I grew up with, and I did watch some of Advance, and I watched Pokemon, and I did watch them. I probably did finish them at some point, but I don't quite remember them that well. And I've watched all the movies, so good enough in my opinion. Bulbasaur, cool. He comes back in Gen 5 in Unova as like a cool Pokemon. Bulbasaur does come in Generation 5, but is he the best? No. He's kind of just there. And I remember him being kind of okay, but is he like the best Pokemon? No. Ambipom, I think it's called not Apom, it's Apom then Ambipom, not Ambipom then Apom, if I'm correct. I always get them confused, but Ash traded him away, which kind of tells you how worthless this Pokemon was. Then this Pokemon became a ping pong champion for some fucking reason, which is just such a stupid schmuck thing, and he left Dawn to follow his dreams. Fuck this Pokemon, D tier. This is Bayleaf. I think Ash's starter, one of Ash's Pokemon. I'm hoping this is not from Diamond and Pearl, or else I would be a fake Diamond and Pearl fan, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't from Diamond and Pearl. If I'm correct, this is from I think one generation prior, but it was kind of not a good Pokemon, and it was just kind of there. I think it was his starter, I guess. I think it was a Chikorita, and then becomes Bayleaf, but it was like meh. D tier. This is Gigalith? I think it's Gigalith. Or no, it's a boulder. I don't fucking remember what this Pokemon's called. That tells you just what you need to know about this Pokemon. It's from Gen 5 Unova. Most people don't really remember the Unova Pokemon, and it was kind of shit. F tier. Bruizel. Bruizel was pretty cool, and he was kind of a badass Pokemon. Traded it to Ash, and honestly was much better of a Pokemon than Apom. But did get his ass kicked quite a lot, but he also did some cool stuff in that one fighting gym, so B tier. Butterfree, everyone's like, oh, Butterfree is so cute. But Butterfree was kind of a worthless Pokemon, if I remember. Didn't do much. Got his ass kicked all the time. Fuck Butterfree. D tier. Charizard. Alright, Charizard, I remember disliking him as a child. Just not liking him. Like vague memories of just disliking him. And then the memories I do remember very clearly was that he was cool in Gen 5, which was Unova. And it was one of the better Pokemon in Unova. And Unova did not have good Pokemon at all. But he was cool, and I love Charizard, A tier, but not S tier because I didn't like him as a child. But probably one of Ash's best Pokemon. Corefish was the dumb fucking Pokemon. I remember he looked so stupid all the time and had like a blank look and was kind of dumb, but he wasn't like awful, but he wasn't like great. He was just kind of there, and I kind of remember him for that, and he made me laugh. So C tier. Donphan is like one of those Pokemon that's just kind of forgettable. Honestly, he wasn't as bad as this fucking thing here, but he was like, nah. You know what? I would switch him because this one was like, I remember Donphan much like I remember this Pokemon more because he actually had a cool moment where he was actually useful for once, but this Pokemon I don't remember him ever being useful in it, or it was just so forgettable. So you might be asking, where does Dragonite come from? Isn't this technically not even Ashe's? Is from Gen 5 Univas and this is Companion's Pokemon? No, this is Dragonite, and Dragonite is technically Ashe's Pokemon 2019. Ashe is making like a super team in Pokemon 2019. They're all pretty good. The personality is interesting, but like, it's a good Pokemon. So I can't give him any less than a B tier. But the personality is just like I would like more from this Pokemon, but like it's not, so B tier. This Pokemon's cool. It's a Alolan Farfetchd, and Farfetchd has always been kind of a shit Pokemon. Everyone knows this, but Alolan Farfetchd is pretty good, and its evolved form Sir Farfetchd is like really good. It looks really cool, and I would very much like to see it do better, but it's been kind of a shit Pokemon. It's got its ass kicked too many times. C tier. Gengar is cool. Gengar is amazing, and this is Ashe's Pokemon 2019 Pokemon, one of his best Pokemon ever, in my opinion. If it gets a Mega, it would be an S, but it hasn't. Because of that, A tier. Good personality, but memorable, very fun personality, kind of a twisted Pokemon, kind of funny. I like it. Gible just thought it was just wasted potential not to make this Pokemon into Garchomp. And I thought it was just so stupid that they didn't do that, and why Ashe never did that. And I thought the Pokemon was kind of annoying a little bit, so E tier. It wasn't like as bad as Donphan. Glalie was so. I didn't even know Glalie existed until like that one weird episode, I think, in Diamond and Pearl, where the Pokemon that he wanted, he didn't. That Ashe was trying to get as a team didn't come. Instead, it was just like all these random Pokemon like getting flung all over the place. I don't remember the episode very well, but I remember then he had a Glalie, and I was like, what the fuck? He had a Glalie? F tier, because it's just forgettable. Gliscor, my dude. Gliscor is fucking, oh my god. Gliscor is amazing. I love Gliscor. And Gliscor is from Diamond and Pearl. Paul, fuck you, Paul, was like, this Gligar over here, the de-evolved form of Gliscor, just so people here know what I'm talking about, is a piece of shit, it's worthless, fuck this Pokemon. But you know what Ashe does? He says, hey, Paul, fuck you, bitch. And he instead makes Gliscor badass and amazing. S tier. Such a great Pokemon, such a fun Pokemon. It made me laugh. I remember that. Goodra at some point had like 100% win percentage, and then he didn't, but he was Ashe's Pokemon for a while. It was pretty cool. Liked him. And that's why I give him A tier. Ashe Greninja. Oh my god, probably one of Ashe's best, if not Ashe's best Pokemon. This Pokemon's badass, amazing. It's from College Region, Gen 6, just like Goodra here. And again, I'm going to say this, the Gen 6 Pokemon, in my opinion, are like some of Ashe's best Pokemon. Had some of it was probably one of his best teams. I mean, Pokemon 2019 might flip that, but probably one of his best teams of Pokemon really from that region specifically, unlike Pokemon 2019, which is Pokemon from different regions. These two were amazing. And Ashe Greninja, I mean, it was so good that it got its own fucking evolution called Ashe Greninja. Like, what the fuck? Fucking amazing. Great Pokemon. Halucha was just fun. It was just such a funny Pokemon. Just, he was serious, but it was cool at the same. He was a cool Pokemon. The Luchador Pokemon, if I'm correct. And it's a Luchador Pokemon, if I'm correct. And it's a fighting flying type, if I'm correct. It's a good typing, in my opinion. He's actually one of the Ashe's better Pokemon. Again, Gen 6, I've always liked Gen 6. And I can't see anything but A tier for him. Just such a good Pokemon. Heracross was kind of like it was one of Ashe's good Pokemon, but it was like, he didn't really ever utilize him, so F tier. Like, it just wasn't, like, there wasn't any, like, relation to say, Heracross is, like, this great Pokemon. She's just there. Incineroar is from Ashe's not Unova team, Alola team. Was it like, and honestly, I didn't like Alola that much. I thought it was kind of meh compared to Gen 6, and the Pokemon were kind of meh. It was probably one of his weakest teams, in my opinion. Comparatively, one of his weaker teams. Gen 5 was probably his weakest team, in my opinion, but this one was definitely one of his weakest teams, and it was the one that, let's just say, won him some stuff. I'm not going to say what, but it really pissed me off. B tier. Infernape. Infernape's easy S. Easy S. You just saw me just bam right there into S tier. And this is the reason why. Infernape was the crux of the battle between Paul and Ashe, and I remember this so clearly. Because in that series, Diamond and Pearl, it wasn't a matter of fighting, like a rival like Gary or some other rival like fucking Lane, or I don't remember, was the fucking guy who had the Mega Charizard and fucking Gen 6 Kalos region. But in Diamond and Pearl specifically, it was a battle of ideology, because Paul was like, hey, yo, Ashe, I think shit Pokemon shouldn't be caught and they're worthless. I'm not even going to catch them. That's how he viewed it. And that's how Paul caught his Pokemon, how he treated his Pokemon. If they're worthless, and even if they're hurt, he just throw them out. And that's what he did to this Infernape as when he was a Chimchar, if I'm correct. But Ashe is like, hey, it doesn't matter if you're weak or not. If you're good and you're willing to work together and I like you and we can mesh, we'll work together and we'll fucking do shit and we're going to kick some ass. Right? But, throughout the whole journey, it was a fight between those two dichotomies that came up and ended with Infernape kicking Paul's ass. I think I remember that clearly. It was so cool. Amazing Pokemon. S tier. And it was just such a good Pokemon as like the meeting point of their ideologies, because Paul was like, hey, Infernape sucks, discard, right? And he's not worth it, you'll never win anything with him. And Ashe was like, Infernape, I'll get you there. And he did. And it was just really refreshing to see. Kingler was there. E tier. Sorry, he was just there. That's how I can best describe him. Crookedow was like cool Pokemon. One of like the more memorable ones from Gen 5 are Unova, but like kind of meh. Just not really that good. Again, you can see I don't quite like Gen 5 a lot. Or the black and white, I guess you can call them black and white or Unova. Lapras was like there and it never really fought and it was just kind of there. It's like an E tier. Levani, I remember this was just a shit Pokemon. It just was there and then he traded it away or something. I don't remember. Or he had too many Pokemon in Unova, right? So he would put certain Pokemon into the lab and sometimes he wouldn't touch them for like years. It felt like years because this series went on for years, but it was just now. Lucario, Pokemon 2019. Now, Pokemon 2019, seeing him, he's getting some good Pokemon. Now, it's Lucario, and I've always wanted him to have a Lucario, and this is not from Lucario Mew, the movie. This is from Pokemon 2019, just so people understand. He seems kind of annoying, a little bit uptight, and I don't like that, but he could be pretty badass, and I'm hoping for a Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution, easy S, but for now, he's a B. Lycanroc, in my opinion, is probably one of Ash's better Gen 7 Pokemon. But again, or Sun and Moon Pokemon. I keep saying Gen 7. You'll figure it out as I speak more. But he wasn't the best. Like he was much better in my opinion than. He was one of the better Pokemon in my opinion in Sun and Moon, and I quite liked him. So A tier. Melmetal was one of is a fucking overpowered fucking Pokemon, but had no personality. C tier. That's from Sun and Moon. Muck was fucking amazing. S tier. Everyone's like, wait, G. Why would you put Muck as S? Because he's fucking amazing, dude. You remember that meme where fucking Ashe is losing to this fucking Bellsprout and this thing just comes in, clutches it up for the day and just goes, hey, bitch, fucking smothers him. And then he also has such a lovable personality. You can see here he's hugging Ashe, and that's why I like Muck. Naganadol. So this one, I don't think Ashe technically never caught this Pokemon per se. Or did he? I don't quite remember. I mean, I watched this whole series. I don't remember. But he basically kind of let it go. But he did fight for Ashe. That's why I'm counting him into this tier list. He did fight actually for Ashe's spot as champion during the championship rounds, right? But in my opinion, I can't really give him. He's kind of a C tier to me too. Noctowl was kind of forgettable, and I didn't realize he had him until Ashe brought him out for like his championship league where he was fighting for become champion as usual. Noivern was awesome, cool Pokemon, and honestly was like really like surprisingly a pretty interesting Pokemon to see its growth. It was really cool. I liked it, but it wasn't like A tier. It's more like B tier. Oshawott was annoying and kind of worthless. This is from Unova or Gen 5, and no, E tier. Palpable Toad is a straight F tier. This fucking thing, I remember it came out for one battle, and I don't even think it won the battle when it came out. It was like, I'm testing this Pokemon to see if we have good synergy, and then this Pokemon gets his ass kicked, and I don't even think it comes back ever again. Worthless Pokemon. Pidgeot. Everyone's like, hey, yo, Pidgeot's gonna be cool. Ashe said he'd come back for Pidgeot one day. He has never came back for Pidgeot. Pidgeot has been like fucking forgotten, dude. This thing is just gone. No one remembers this Pokemon. And it's been 20 years and he still hasn't come to get that Pokemon back. So Pidgeot E tier. If he comes back, like a good reunion, maybe A tier. No, more like a B tier maybe. C tier. C tier. I'll give him 2 tiers. But he never has, so he's kind of just E. Pignite is like cool, but like again, I didn't like the Unova Pokemon, but it was one of Ash's better Pokemon, so like a C tier. Pikachu, of course, easy S tier. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, this Pokemon defeats legendaries yet loses to a Snivy. It's fucking great Pokemon writing, and he's Ash's best, like, closest Pokemon. And I've seen him since as a childhood. The nostalgia of Ash's Pikachu is just amazing. Primeape was just this Pokemon that was kind of there, and I didn't even realize it until I did watch one of these episodes, Pokemon episodes with Primeape, but then I never remember him ever showing up. So F tier. Quivala was kind of meh, you know, and Cyndaquil wasn't very good, and then it evolved like many years later after he should have evolved, but he didn't. So, you know, D tier. Raticate's kind of shit. F tier. He traded it away and never took it back. I don't know why, but fuck Raticate, I guess. Rowlet was annoying. I didn't really like this Pokemon. D tier. And this is from Sun and Moon. I thought he was an annoying Pokemon, kind of worthless, and then chose to have an Eviolite. Almost gets his ass kicked and loses it for Ashe. What a worthless Pokemon. Sceptile is cool, badass, but was he S tier? No. A tier though. He's on par with Charizard. I'd prefer him over Charizard, but I wouldn't call him S tier. He doesn't hold that special place in my heart. Scraggy's meh, D tier. You know, Gen 5, kind of annoying, kind of worthless as a Pokemon. I don't know, it didn't feel very strong as a Pokemon. D tier. Snivy. Fucking evolve this fucker, dude. Like, honestly, evolve this fucker and it would have been better. D tier. It's not E tier because it wasn't as, like, I didn't hate it, like, I didn't, like, dislike it like Oshawott, but it was just so annoying to see it never fucking evolve and just be such a weak loser Pokemon. Snorlax was kind of, like, funny to me, but, like, I don't quite remember him other than him eating and sleeping all the time. C tier. Oops, C tier. Squirtle was, like, cool, but evolve. And I'll give you a higher score. B tier. Staraptor was cool, and was probably one of Ash's probably better normal flying type Pokemon. So C tier. Tauros. You know what? Tauros, yeah. This is gonna seem like a real, like, what the fuck? I'm talking about this why I put Tauros, the 30 Tauros he caught in that Safari Zone episode that was never aired in America. I did watch that in Japanese though, so I do remember this one pretty well. Tauros, these 30 Tauros, and you might think, why would you put this on here, G? Why would you put this on here, G? Well, let me tell you why. He has 30 fucking Tauros. He trains those fuckers up. Those things will be one of the most impressive, powerful armies in the fucking world for a trainer to have, and they all have a herd. He can literally take over the world with Tauros, and I have a whole plan of how to take over the whole entire Pokemon world with just the Tauros alone. It'd be fucking amazing. But he doesn't utilize them, so fuck Ashe for that. But that's why it's top tier, because on a logistic level, these Tauros could be overpowered. Torkoal, Crybaby, kind of annoying, but because I remember him for being a Crybaby, which annoyed me, that's why I put him in F tier, sorry. Torterra was not a, like, I didn't like this Pokemon, and I remember it, but I didn't really like it. E tier. Totodile was cute and funny, but kind of, like, meh. Kind of like a C tier. Unpheasant was like, I didn't like this Pokemon. I thought it was kind of weak. I think it was from Gen 5. I remember this being one of the later ones, either in Diamond Pearl or Unova, but or Black and White as you like to call it, but I call it Unova region. It was meh. Oh, Talonflame. fucking great Pokemon and one of my favorite Pokemons of all time that Ash has ever had. S tier. Swellow. Swellow was like, I didn't like Swellow. It's kind of kind of mad. I didn't quite remember him, and I didn't even know I didn't even realize I almost missed Swallow the first time when I was making this list. So that's why I give it an E tier. Beedrill, I'm totally missed. I didn't even realize Ash had it, but I think he gave him away, so that kind of tells you how weak it is. F tier. And before I finish the list, you know what? I'll make it fair. I think Tauros is more of an A tier. It's not an S tier because they have no personality, but they could take over the world. Let's be honest here. But other than that, I would say this is probably my definitive Ash's Pokemon tier list. If I missed a Pokemon, please fucking tell me, and I'll write down in the comments where I put them. But I honestly don't want to have to research this again, because like just taking the pictures and fucking finding them was a fucking mess themselves. Because sometimes they wouldn't show the evolved forms. So for example, this Quilvala here only ever showed up as Cyndaquil sometimes. And if I wanted a picture that wouldn't get fucking cropped out, I had to. God, it was annoying. But other than that, my definitive Pokemon list, take it or leave it. And if you disagree, again, like I've always said about anyone else who disagrees with my opinion, you're fucking wrong. Get a fucking life. You're a loser. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. But you get the point. Disagree with me. Make your own list. I'll link it. I'll link the list down in the description. And I think that it'll work. Whatever. Give me your list. It'll be pretty cool to see. Thank you.